Hi, my name is Robin B.
I'm Kay.
We're here from the chat, and thank you so much for being with us again. And how's it
Yay.
going out there? I hope everything is great with everybody. Hope everything is fine. Everything is good with me right now. I'm still transitioning, but I'm good. God is
I'm
good.
pretty good.
God is
I'm
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. God, as long as you know
Could
you
be
got,
better.
as long as you got a forward, as long
Hmm.
as you got something move forward, you okay. You know,
Yep.
when you stay stagnant, what happens? Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Somebody told me one time in order for things to change, things
Hmm.
must change.
Mm.
Isn't that so cool? I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it is. But
Anyway,
but it's also the only thing you can count on. It's gonna change.
it's going to change. But in order for things to change, you can't stay in the
Yeah.
same position the whole time. Because if you have to change, you have to change your environment, you have to change your way of thinking, whatever, which leads us in
Hmm.
to our subject today.
Which is, how do you talk to yourself?
Yes.
Do you treat yourself with kindness?
Yeah.
Do the words of your thoughts make you feel good about yourself? Or do you sort of talk down to yourself?
Most people talk down to themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding. And that's not a good thing
No, it's not.
because you, like I told you before, some of the things that I say to myself, if somebody said that to me, I'd be crying and fighting at the same time.
Right. It's like, what you said?
Yeah,
But you'll
yeah,
sit there and talk about yourself all day long. Oh,
yeah,
I gotta do this.
yeah,
Oh, I'm too fat. Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
need to take this wrinkle out over here. Oh,
yeah,
I gotta do this,
yeah.
that, and the other.
Or when
If
you make a
somebody said
mistake.
to you, your face is wrinkly, you know damn well there would be a big ass.
Now, my thing is when I make a mistake, I'm like, you so stupid. Why you do that kind of thing. And that's not healthy. You gotta learn to be nice to yourself. Gotta learn to coddle yourself, to take care of yourself, change the thoughts. And you'll find out when you change the thoughts that everything else gets better, you
Right,
know?
because the cells respond to that. We did a thing with the water, how the water respond to the kind talk, how the molecules work differently between the nasty talk and the kind
And
talk.
a good talk, yeah. And
Right.
and we made a water, you know?
Yes. Yes.
That's the bottom line. So if you got to say something to yourself, keep it positive. It's going to take a little change, a little time to make that change, but it'll get easier with time, and start being your own best friend.
Yeah,
Don't.
like an example of is like instead of saying, why did I do that like that? You say, oh, let's do it this way. And it
Mm-hmm.
does take time to change, You're like,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, let's do it this way, or something different. Don't have that negativity, like you say, and
Yeah,
you find yourself doing it often more than you would think. But
yeah.
think about how you just said it. If somebody was to say that to you, you would not like it.
You wouldn't feel good either,
No,
you know?
you
You
will
would not feel
respond in a
good.
negative way. So
Yeah,
you have to respond to yourself the same way.
yeah,
You have to talk to yourself the same way. Encourage yourself to do things. Push yourself to. That's where I'm at right now because
yeah,
I walked out in faith.
yeah.
I did something in faith, and and that's why I have to push myself instead of saying, oh, Robert, what'd you do? Let's do this. I said, you know what? I walked out in faith, so I know it's coming to me.
That's it.
I walked out in faith. I mean,
That's
I wouldn't
it.
have had that courage to walk out in faith if I didn't think it was coming to me. So why
Mm-hmm.
am I now downing myself or doubting myself when I know
Mm-hmm.
I walked out in faith?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of working out in faith, right? You
Yeah.
don't know what the future holds for you, but you know you're going to do it. You're going to make it happen. And if you know you make it happen, if something just falls short one time, you don't, oh my God, you're so stupid. Like you said, you're so stupid. Why
Yeah.
did you do it this way? Why'd you even move? Blah, 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 blah. Why'd you do, and now you're giving yourself all these
Snowballing.
affirmations.
Yep, snowballing all that negative energy and just
Exactly.
stop it. Just tell yourself, stop. If you literally have to slap yourself to stop the thought, do it. Believe me, because it does impact you. But it's weird. Once you start thinking the positive things,
Things
they
start
don't
to change.
snowball like that. You know,
And you
it's
don't
gonna take.
feel the same way,
Yeah,
and things start to change because you're
yeah,
making an effort, and you're absolutely right. You know,
yeah. We've been programmed to accept negative things. Why? What's the purpose in that? Try something different. 1 degree shift. 51, 49. 51 positive. Go for it. I'm gonna be okay.
right?
Something messed up, but I'm gonna be okay. You know? Or I made a mistake. Try again. Or
Yeah,
maybe,
I do that every day.
yeah, we aren't born experts in anything. So give yourself a break and say, okay, it's a learning thing. Every day is a learning thing. And even though we tried to say stuck in our movements, change happens. It's a new sunrise. It's a new sunset.
And if you can't do it, because you're right, because now that I have moved into a different environment, right, and I'm not really used to it, you're absolutely right. Every day I say, okay, because now I'm eating differently,
Hmm.
you're doing different things, you're not on the same schedule you used to. And I'm like, okay, well, tomorrow I'm gonna try to eat this instead.
Hmm.
Tomorrow I'm gonna try to go for a walk. Tomorrow I'm gonna, tomorrow I'm gonna do the, it's always tomorrow. And maybe it might not be always tomorrow, but you make it tomorrow. If
Yeah,
you don't do it today, don't beat yourself up with it.
that's it. That's it. Have patience with yourself.
Exactly. You have to have patience and don't beat yourself with it because you're gonna say, okay, tomorrow I'll try better.
Yeah,
Now tomorrow might not be that much better, but at least you got it and you implanted that in your
in
brain,
your head.
implanted it in yourself to say,
Hmm.
I'm going to do something good. And
Hmm.
that's what your mind hears. That's what your molecules hear. That's what your cells hear. That's what improves you.
Hmm.
But if you say, "Oh, I didn't do it today," well, screw it. I'll just eat a whole bag of potato chips, or I'll do just, you're gonna fall. It's not gonna work.
You will fall, but get back up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you fall, don't go aha.
Well, like Charlie Brown's blah blah. Where did that come from?
Yeah, womp womp kind of thing.
Where did
If
that
you
come
do,
from, Karen?
if you do laugh at yourself, I'm saying don't take it seriously. Don't boo hoo hoo and the world is broken kind of thing. Just be like, okay, I fell, I slipped, I busted my behind in public.
And then you say, you get up, you say, "Well, I'll never see those people again. Who cares?"
Yeah, or
And if I
wait.
do, then they should say, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Really.
It's amazing the games that we play with ourselves. That's all I'm
And
saying.
it's something too I was talking to you about that I had done. Whereas if you look at yourself as if you're in a movie, you know how you look at a movie and
Yeah.
you say, "Why is that people being so stupid? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Oh, they should be doing that." That's what you should be
Yeah.
imagining yourself in a movie and
As
saying
the star.
that, yeah, as the star, and you're gonna do whatever it has to do to save the world or to save this or to save that person and to come out okay. Because the star
Okay.
always hardly ever dies. I mean, some of them do now if they're too old, but whatever. I see some old actors, they kill them off real quick. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
but the thing about
yeah,
it, you look at it like that, and you look at yourself as being in a movie, you know?
yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that concludes this episode, and we will come back next week. I will see you next week, and I gotta go.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please help us to achieve and to reach more people. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.